is the plot of land that I bought for myself that I'm going to use for an extensive snail farming system. So do you like it?
Wow, it's kind of fun, but the space is too wide. Why don't you carve small portion and build pen in those spaces?
No. I've watched a lot of video and that doesn't work. You only make the snails to die and to have more problems. But an extensive is more better and looks more natural.
No, I have watched so many videos too, and they say pen is the best.
No, extensive is the best.
No, pen is the best.
No, extensive is the best.
Are you my friend?
Yes.
Then I say you should build pen.
No, this is my land and I need to decide what I want to build, and I'm building an extensive farming
system.
system.
So this is your land.
It's
so
okay.
You can do whatever
it's okay,
you
it's okay,
can
it's okay. Let's go.
Intensive is the best.
No, extensive is the best.
You don't need to fight over an extensive or an intensive farming system. The internet is so wide that everybody goes in there to make research. Now, some persons are claiming that extensive is the best, while others are claiming that intensive is the best. Then what is your job? Your job is to listen to this debate, to listen to these people and make a decision. Some people decide to go on extensive, good. Some people decide to go on intensive, good. You don't need to fight. Whichever lecturer, whichever snail farmer that is coming to lecture that extensive is the best, intensive is the best, your duty is to evaluate information. When you evaluate information, you filtrate information. By the time you filter information, then you make your decision. You don't need to fight over it. You don't need to argue over it. You are making research to get results. So we making videos like this is sufficient enough for you to decide which system to go. But before you go, or before you decide, I want to discuss the advantage and disadvantage of intensive. And I will also discuss the advantage and disadvantage of extensive. After this discussion, I think you are hereby qualified to make your final decision. Let's go to the class. Yeah, we're going to discuss the advantage of, let's start with the advantage of intensive. One advantage of intensive farming system, the system where pen are being built, tires, counters, drum, and the rest. One of them is accountability of snail per pen. When you are doing intensive farming system, you can account. You go to your farm, you pick and search and count every snail per pen. You can record it. Yes, that is the advantage of intensive farming system. That is one advantage. Two, easy to detect casualty. Yes, there are casualties sometimes in the farm. When you are practicing intensive farming system, you can detect the casualty, those that have died in the farm. That is an advantage of using pen system, which is the intensive. Three, it is very easy to construct by small children. It is very easy to construct by school leavers. It is very easy to construct by anybody that says, oh, I want to construct. You just bring 5,000, 10,000 naira, you give to capital, they've gotten your pen. You cannot put snail. Very easy to construct for backyard farmers. When I say backyard farmer, you just want to do snail farming just to eat or just to have it as a fun. Very easy to construct. That is an advantage of intensive farming system. Now, let us move to the disadvantage. Number one disadvantage. In this disadvantage, I will talk about extensive and intensive. Now, let's look at one. Cost implication. Cost implication in intensive versus extensive. We're talking about disadvantage. And along the disadvantage, we'll talk about the advantage of extensive. When you talk about cost implication, I want to tell you today categorically that intensive farming system is far more expensive than extensive. Yes. Let's picture one plot. One plot is 60 by 120 or 50 by 100. If you give carpenter to quote for you a quotation to roof the entire one plot, let's just put one plot as a case study. To roof the entire one plot, because you build pen everywhere, then you will roof the up for rain and for sun. You will roof the up with wood, and after wood you go for either zinc, or you go for asbestos, or you go for aluminum roofing. To roof the entire one plot is sufficient enough to build the entire snail farm of extensive one plot. Yes. Calculate how much it takes you to roof 50 by 100 plots. Roof the entire one plot together. Only the roof. You will know that it's far expensive. That is not enough. In intensive, you've not started yet. Now you start digging foundation and you start setting up blocks. After setting up the block, maybe 3 coach or 4 coach of blocks, you set it and partition. If you are setting that in one plot, you will spend more than 5,000 blocks on ground. Yes, 3 above the DPC level, 1 underneath, which sand will cover, automatically 3 coaches of block. You partition all in the entire one plot. We're using one plot as a case study. In the entire one plot. After that, you are going to plaster. You are plastering the interior. Some plaster exterior, leave the exterior. We plaster the interior of the entire pen in that one plot. After plastering, you have to call carpenter to put a cover, which is the door. To put cover in every pen in that plot, which thereafter, you also use net. Wire mesh before the net. Then you net everything. Some will even proceed to the point of putting drainage surrounding the entire one plot, either casting or link concrete or mortar. To mortar it, then you pour water. Some put engine oil because of pests. When you finish this construction of one plot, believe me, you will spend nothing less than 15 to 10 million. Sorry, between 8 to 10 million naira constructing the entire one plot. For extensive, you will build structure. Sorry, intensive, you will build structures. Some will even build a security house. All of this structure, remember, when you are digging foundation, first thing you put link concrete on the ground, which some people call the casting, before the foundation. Then inside the farm, some will even floor. Some will even floor the entire one plot before laying the block on top. Do you know how much it takes to do a German concrete in the entire one plot? My brother, it is far more expensive than intensive. Then in intensive, what do you do? Far more expensive than extensive. In extensive, what do? You do nothing. Your fence is there. Your fencing the land around is not part of the project. Fencing your plot round, it is not part of the project because you ought to have fenced your land before. Tomorrow you said you are not doing snail farming. You are not removing that fence. That fence is to barricade your property. So by the time you finish fencing, all we just need to do, we just roof the entire plot. Our walkway, we put a walkway on every farm so that activity will be easy. Just put a walkway. Our block is not mortared. You don't mortar the block. You just lay it on the ground in a smooth way. Then you floor the walkway to hold the entire block that is on the ground, because we are not doing a permanent structure. Planting, the galvanized, the UV treated net, all of this, you have not wasted half of building intensive in one plot. So when we talk about cost implication, intensive is far more than extensive when it comes to snail farming. That is a big disadvantage. In extensive, the advantageous aspect of it is that it's cheap to build. It's cheap to achieve. Extensive is expensive. Using one plot as a case study. Now we move to the next is time consuming. Time consuming. Now when we talk about time consuming, in intensive farming system, let's talk about the feeding. When you want to feed, you go in there, you open and put food all over the pen. You go there again and remove food that they did not eat, that is getting sour. You go there, you'll be picking eggs pen by pen, using spoon to pick. After picking the oldest thing, you will remove the snail, you shift them this way, you shift them this way. Every day, you keep shifting this snail. Every day, you keep touching this snail. Is it watering? You water. You spend time picking hose. You'll be watering the farm. Watering the farm. Every day you come, you open and close, open and close, open and close. That is not enough. What about frying of sand? You fry sand and you put in all the pen. After a while, they ask you to change the sand. You remove all the old sand, throw it away, get another sand and fry. And do you know what it takes to fry a sand that will take you one plot? You are frying. You keep frying sand, if not every 2, 3, 4 months, you'll be frying sand. This is time consuming. To source for egg in one plot of intensive farming system will take you the entire day. If you source for egg every day, that means you are on standby in the snail farm. You go nowhere. The intensive method will hold you there to attend to them 24/7. Either you are sorting for egg, or you are watering the farm, or you are feeding, or you are somewhere there looking for vegetable from those malams, or in the market looking for vegetable to bring to the farm to feed your snail. You realize that from morning till night, you are busy doing intensive farming system. In extensive farming system, you don't bother yourself about that. All you just need to do in 10 minutes, even if you are using hose, in intensive, in one plot, you can water the farm within 1 hour. You water the farm in 1 hour using hose in the morning, you go your way. You can go to your work. What about you using sprinkler? All you just need to do, you open the sprinkler, it's doing its job, watering everywhere within a short period of time. You off that one, you open the rest. Because if you off all the sprinklers at once, the pressure will reduce. So for you to have pressure for the sprinkler to sprinkle, all you need to do, you open one pipe that carries water, one pipe, you off the rest. Remember, before you off this, you open the other one. Because if you off this and you are moving 1 inch to on the other one, the pressure of the pipe might burst, the pressure of the machine might burst your pipe. So you just go there, you on it, less than 15, 20 minutes, you done watering the entire farm. Feeding, you put your feeder or you put PVC, you just spray your food, you go your way. Sorting of egg, we don't sort egg in extensive farming. Sorting of snail, we don't sort snail. Shooting snail left and right, we don't touch them. Take for instance, you touching an animal every day, it will have a dwarf growth. You thwart their growth. Remember, if you check the shell, the growth is coming from the shell. Every day you touch, and this egg is the growth is very fragile. It affects their growth because you always touch them every day in an intensive system. So, in this regard of time consuming, extensive is the best. If you do extensive, you can go to your work, just on your farm, give them food, you go. Nothing more. Every other activity you don't do. In management, feeding, watering, simple. Once in a while, you do environmental by picking up casualty. In intensive, like I said, easily detect. They easily detect casualty in intensive, but in extensive, you search for it. In that area, that is the disadvantage of extensive. But it's not every day. You source for them, you look for them. We have what we call picker. let me give you a picker. Let me get it from the other farm and show you what a picker is. Yes. In the advantage and disadvantage aspect of sourcing for casualty, in extensive farming system, there's what we call picker. This is the picker. What you do is, in my own farm, I design my farm to be 6 feet at a stretch on a walkway, then 6 feet from the other side. What we do is this is the picker. This serves as my hand. You stretch it and you use it to source for snail. You remove some leaves and the rest, you look for snails. The one that died, you just pick it and put in the walkway, pick it, put in the walkway, pick it, put in the walkway. Before I will say pick it. Now, let me give you an instance. Hold on. I'm here now. Let me pick and bring out. This is my snail. Now, take a look at this. Let me show you another one from the block. Just come. Is to pick this dead one and you put in the walkway. Open another one here. And you also put it . There's a baby here. You see? So you can stretch your hand. You must not walk into the farm. Any farmer that steps into the farm, leaving the walkway, I don't think it's nice and advisable. Because there are eggs everywhere. There are eggs everywhere. They lay their egg everywhere. If you see egg on the walkway, you take that egg for incubation or you take it to the farm and bury it there. So this is our environmental sanitation tools we use without entering the farm. So if your farm does not have a walkway, you are walking in the bush, walking everywhere, stepping everywhere in the farm. Do you know where you are stepping on? Do you know if snails' eggs are underneath the soil? No. So it is not advisable to walk inside the farm. So if your farm does not have a walkway, it is very, very advisable you define a walkway. So when it comes to environmental sanitation, extensive farming, beautiful once in a while, instead of doing it every day in the pen. Now let's move to health challenge. Health challenge. This is the most annoying health challenge. Now, when it comes to intensive farming system, please and please, if you have done it before now, no problem. No problem. See a way around it, please. But if you are watching this video and after this video, you went and built intensive farming system for your aged parents, anybody you want to manage, whether your sister you are giving the farm, whether you are giving your mother or your father, your auntie, that you know that is above 40 years, you are doing them a very bad thing. A very, very bad thing. I wouldn't use the word that you are wicked, but it's very bad. Now, why is it bad? When it comes to health challenge in intensive. Now, this is the activity of the farmers in intensive farming system. Every day, they bend down to source for snail. They source for snail. They look for egg. Remember, our aged parents, their number one problem is that immediately they are getting advanced in age, they always have problem with their waist. That is why some of them, they will get to a point, they will start bending down. Nobody bend them. Nature will bend them. Now, why will you then open a business that you will be bending every day to source for egg, bending every day to look for snail, bending every day to change their sand, bending every day to give them food? No. This is very, very disadvantageous aspect of intensive farming system. When the elderly people tries it in a month or 2 to 6 months, they will have permanent waste problem. Permanent waste problem. So it's not advisable. In the intensive, when it comes to health challenge, none. You walk into the farm. And we don't work in our farm where we'll be selecting and be looking for where to step on. Like, no, 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 no. You walk freely. The walkway is meant for you. You throw in there. Just take a walk. Take a look at. Now, no matter how big the farm is, you just take a walk. Go here, do your activity, and lock your door, go. So when it comes to health challenge, it's none. Another health challenge in the intensive farming system is everyday touch. Some touch with their bare foot. Because this system of wearing hand glove every day, you know Africans, we don't like it. Some practice it fine, but wearing gloves some just decide to use their hands, touching snail every day. You either give the snail sickness or the snail give you sickness. Two things. You either transmit disease to the snail or the snail transmit disease to you. So when it comes to health challenge, it is very disadvantageous when it comes to the intensive farming system. The second to last is the growth. In intensive farming system, you will see that there is always a truant growth. Now, there is a video I watched, and I want to use the opportunity to say it. You will see the meat. Because of the farmer excess food feeding the snail meat will be very big, but the shell is not growing. So you will see the meat projecting out of the shell. Press it inside, it will not go. Some farmers say it's healthy. That is how you know healthy snail. No, that is not how you identify healthy snail. What you are experiencing there is that the meat, the food you are giving it, the meat is expanding, leaving the shell. The shell and the meat need to expand together. So when the meat outgrown the shell, the meat will project out. Everywhere will be full. They'll say, yes, you have big meat. No, your snail is not growing. That's what it means. The meat is healthy, but the shell is not growing. Nobody buys the meat side. They buy the shell side. So as you are giving food, your snail shell needs to expand. When it comes to calcium aspect of it, it is only the one you put in the formulated feed that they eat. What about the veggies? What about those plantations that we have? Plantain leaf alone is a source of calcium. Go and make your research. A high source of calcium. So in the extensive farming system, they don't lack calcium. That's why you see them, they are not white. Now, in the intensive, you realize that your snails are pale. You see the shell, they are pale, white, changing white. You see the natural stripe in snail's shell. In the intensive, you don't see it. You see it whitish in color. When you bring the snail, the body is white. They are losing calcium. Forget the meat. They are losing calcium. So in the extensive aspect, they live their natural life. They see food, they eat. They see calcium, they eat. After, in the formulated feed, you give them calcium. Natural vegetation, so grass, you give them calcium. You remember they are vegetarians? So the source for calcium themselves in the bush. That is on the growth aspect. So extensive farming snail growth is far different from intensive farming snail growth. So if your snails are having big meat inside, then you need to work on the shell. And the shell is whitish, they are losing calcium. The shell is not expanding for the meat to full. So the meat is outgrowing the shell. You see the meat projecting out of the shell. It is not healthy snail. What that signifies is your snails are outgrowing the shell. The shell and the meat have to grow in same size so that the snail will project inside. So when the shell is not growing and the snail wants to project inside, it cannot project inside because the meat is bigger than the shell. It's not recommended. It's not advisable because the disadvantageous aspect of the snail, because they have to go inside their shell to sleep and the rest. Now, in extensive, when it comes to dissolution, sometimes we lose hope. Sometimes we lose hope. When you farm and farm and farm, you just decide to change business. In extensive, all you just need to do is to clear off your vegetations. Your block that you put on the walkway, if you hit the block like this, all of them will remove. You use your block to do something else. Your galvanized pipe, you can resell. Your net, that one is a waste because it must have weakened before then. You remove all your galvanized pipe, all your up is off. Your PVC pipe can still be used. You unscrew your sprinklers, it can still be used. But in the intensive aspect, you will destroy everything, all the whole thing in the foundation, all the blocks you put there. You cannot convert it to room and parlor. You cannot convert it to flats. Not even small boys quarter. No, you have to remove everything. Destroying that whole thing alone is like destroying an investment. It's money on ground. So extensive farming system and intensive farming system. I am saying this for you to think and make a decision. Oh, from your speech, Engineer Theocracy, I am hereby concluding that I will go for intensive. I am hereby concluding that I'm going for extensive. The decision is yours. We are not fighting. Sometimes some of you misunderstands some farmers in the internet that, why are you talking like this? Why are you castigating? Nobody is castigating. I am telling you how I operate. I am trying to convince you on the method I operate. It is your decision. It is your wish. It is on you to make your decision that I am convinced with what this guy is saying and I'm going for it. I am not convinced and I'm not going for it. But you know what? Whether Theocracy or another farmer, it is not everything they say you take. It is your duty to what we call filtrate. You filter information and pick the one you want and trash the rest. Now, this is the lecture about extensive versus intensive farming system. I remain your humble Ashatinide culturist. If this video is okay, if this video is insultive, if this video is confusing, if this video is provoking, if this video were to be uploaded, please just click on the notification button, click on subscribe. When you subscribe and I see my subscription growing, it gives me the spirit to continue to pull out, to bring out all the knowledge in the envelope for your own research to be possible. Once again, I remain your humble Ashatinide, Engineer Theocracy. Our number to call if you want to contact us is 070. If you're outside the country, it's +234 7033 280 489. Once again, thank you.
Secretary, come here, I help you.
See, calm down. I've already realized that extensive is the best. So I tried pen, so my snails died. All my snails are dead now. So I figured out that extensive is the best.
So you realize you are